knows in politics there's a genocide going on.
If there's not a genocide, but you're probably wondering how we...
This absolutely blows my mind.
You should give me my deposit back. I had no idea that you would
When
do
you
this
keep
based on my
saying things
ethnicity.
like, I'm Israeli American, and then I say things like, oh, I just...
Not because, obviously, the clear racism and depictions that are being shown. I think one of the biggest takeaways from this is the fact of how America just basically perpetuates so many offences and commits constant criminal offences, and how it misrepresents factual evidence. Like, oh, there was not a G-side in Palestine. Are we for real? Are we for real? I mean, it's like she said, politics isn't a G-side. That is crazy. You're having a normal, nuanced discussion about politics is like saying that you don't agree with red or blue. Not flipping going, millions of people haven't been unalived by, Israel. Are we for real? Like, let's not, be ridiculous here. But no, well, what Americans are doing now, and I've noticed, the tactics that they do is they go, oh, that's offended my ethnicity, that's racism, that's anti-Semitic. But you can't even back up, what we're actually talking about. And I think you could have handled this so much better, but you decided to post it all over social media thinking you wouldn't be met with the consequences. Of course you're going to be met with the consequences. I hope everyone shares this video. I hope everyone gives support to this woman. I'll obviously link her name in the chat, and I'll just put an overlay or something at the start. But other than that, guys, fuck's sake, see you on the lives. This is crazy. 2 vids in one day, guys. Absolutely mad. So much has gone on today. That offends my ethnicity. Even
You just kept saying Israel, you're talking about politics.
Just talking about Israel because I'm on the payroll. Oh my god, it's so offensive to my culture. Even though she miscategorized it and clearly said it was a country, when obviously she couldn't even talk about the culture correctly. Why am I not surprised? Perpetrator, this lady, had to basically post online a public, bear in mind, this is someone who wrote for Israel, by the way, has posted a document defaming this salon, even though obviously the whole point of you signing a waiver when you entered that salon is that, bear in mind, if you commit any offences on my property, I will have the grounds to get you sued. Which is the whole point of why, obviously now, places in America, particularly ones that, have multi-ethnic, or basically anyone who is, pro-Palestine, which is understandable given the G-side that's going on and, what Israel are doing, obviously, on the West Bank. It's understandable. But for her, the audacity of this lady above to basically go, I need a deposit, I have come here to commit a service. What are you doing? Plastic surgery plastered all over your face, but you're saying that you're coming here to do a service. So what is the service then exactly? Let's get something straight, shall we? Let's look at this. Let's look at this photo. So this is what you're referring to in terms of doing a service. So you've gone to an average working woman in, obviously, the US, in Virginia, and you've gone to her place of work, and you've decided automatically, no, I'm going to write a hateful piece on this person, when you literally stated you had gone there to do a service, which is not the case, because you misled the woman in the salon, stating, Jessica, Lauren, Walton, we've got your name plastered all over the internet, and you know why? You love it. That's why, because you love the attention, because you're too busy fabricating these narratives of your so-called book about, apparently how an Arab and a Jew apparently become friends post 9/11, which, by the way, is a racist statement to make, because you even phrase yourself on your statement. Let's just have a look now. Have a look at this. So this is the Facebook post that she made, this hateful Facebook post that she made on the actual woman in Virginia, where she literally put above, Afghan refugee and the son of Jewish immigrants who forge an unlikely friendship post, you can't even make this stuff up. That is a racist statement to make, because you're implying that, like certain ethnicities can't be friends. So straight away, the arrogance and the audacity to say that, this woman that was just doing her job, and you've gone to her place of work, made a false allegation that she's done all this shit to you, when she just pointed out that, you're in my salon, you are not doing a service to anyone, you're just spreading hateful rhetoric about Palestine, and constantly going on trying to say that flipping, you know, Israel is not committing a genocide in the Western Bank. Yes, they are. That is why, obviously, everyone in the UK knows this. Most people in the UK don't even like... That's why one of the reasons why the UK withdrew from Israel, for starters. So don't sit there and lie. And what a surprise, an American is fabricating shit online just so they can post shit, right? And this is crazy. I can't provide you service. What is this? It is against my political beliefs. It's not just that though, is it? You've gone into a workplace, fabricating some bullshit. You can't even back it up with facts. Bear in mind, what you mean by that is you're going to average working like businesses or whatever business in America, and what you're doing is you're just trying to use them as test subjects so you can push your fucking rhetoric about Israel. That is what you are trying to do. It's absolutely nothing to do with actually, you know, spreading awareness and actually education. You're just going around spreading misinformation. And then the audacity of her as well to go, oh, that's offended my ethnicity. But then you literally, like, you were just constantly offending her ethnicity, constantly. And then, you know, disregarding the lived experiences of millions of people in, like, Palestine. Yeah, makes sense. You know, and this is why, obviously, the UK, at least we have the, you know, the intellectual capacity to understand this shit. But what a surprise when the Americans start fucking writing on stuff. Bear in mind, they completely suck up to, you know, that nation, the IDF and all these other places. Why am I not surprised that we've got, like, them now going to, like, working class businesses in the US and working single mothers, probably most of them are, which is probably what she's done. She's just targeting anyone, basically, who looks a certain way. So that can be argued any way you want. But don't sit there and spread misinformation and make out you've got the, you know, you've got the morality high card when it simply just isn't there. And everyone can see right through your phony face that you've just used this as an opportunity to bullshit rhetoric and not hold yourself accountable. And you could have kept that offline.